Where are all my pigs? Well, welcome back to Stalcraft. How are we all doing, everyone? I hope you're all having a fantastic time. I have a new videos idea, and I don't know how fun it's going to be or how it's going to go. You guys need to let me know in the comments if this is something that you do want to watch. But this is my character. His name is Zone Locked. What does Zone Locked mean, and what is the purpose of what I'm doing? Zone Locked is meaning I cannot leave this area until a couple of steps are done. One of those is all of the quests and side quests that I have able and access to within the swamps are done. The second option, and this is the one that's going to be the worst, and I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, but I'll explain more on why I chose to do this in a bit. The other one is getting every weapon and armor available to me in each zone, and attachments and everything that I can physically barter for needs to be gotten or obtained before I can leave this zone. Meaning everything that is up until, that means I gotta grind out till Boathouse 5 so I can get all of those before I leave the zone. It sounds really confusing. I'll have it up on screen because, let's be honest, I can't talk or explain anything that I'm trying to actually do. So it's gonna be a grind, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it to make it interesting for you guys to watch, but yeah, I thought it'd be a fun idea. I only play in late game. Typically, I'm mainly in late game content at this point. So the changes that have been happening to the southern zone do not affect me as much as it affects a new player coming in. This man just died. Oh no, I feel bad. So it doesn't affect me as much as it affects a new player or someone starting a new character, and I want to also be punished by that. Now, why? I'm not 100% sure, but I thought it'd be fun to see how hard it is to actually obtain everything that is a barterable item, and that it's a process. If I'll have to do the math, but there's a good chunk of items that I need to be able to get, whether it's assault rifle, shotguns, pistols, SMGs, armors, science suits, combat suits, things like that. This zone won't be as bad as some of the later ones. The only time that the challenge is really going to end is when I get to the northern zone and I start needing serums. That's when I have a feeling this challenge will get really difficult and probably be over. Can you let go of me? Like, honestly. Like, what the hell? What one is even grabbing me? That... I hate the lips. So that's when the challenge will end, or the series will end, is when I get to the northern zone and can no longer obtain items that require serums, because I'm not going to go for an entire collection log of serums, because you're looking at 4 years of grinding out serums, and I apologize, that just ain't happening. If this series is something you guys don't want to watch and don't have interest in, that is okay. Let me know, and it'll be a one and done episode. I have no problem with that. I'm sure you guys are wondering from a couple videos ago who won the giveaways, or when I just said you put your in-game names down in the comments off the case polling I did. So let's go take a look at those. So if we take a look, Dragonovich won the sniper, Soviet Stalin won the magnet, Samu the farmer, you won the M48 Tomahawk, Renzor, you won the AK-105. I appreciate you guys joining in and leaving those in-game comments down below. It means a lot to me. It helps the video as well, and you guys get something out of it as well. I'm doing this for your guys' enjoyment and seeing how bad I can torture myself within a video game. But we've already completed our first task so far, which is our first mission. We've also gotten some barter materials already, some selling items, which... that's going to be, I think, besides just grinding out all of the materials we need to do this, the money is going to be a struggle. The only other rule I'm setting for myself is any weapon that can be chosen between having a previous weapon and the next one. So if it's saying instead you could do this material for this weapon goes and unlocks this one, or you can spend money. I'm not allowed to spend the money on it. All right, talk to Leiden again. Perfect. Now we have to read the briefs. Just the initial starting points are rough sometimes. So we got that. Now we need to talk to the scientist about our artifact. Hey, pal, how's it going? Cool, cool. Now we can go over to the fence and sell it. Perfect. Let's go get a gun from the weaponsmith or weapons merchant, I think is what they actually call it. All right. So before we can leave the boathouse, we need to have all 4 of these weapons, which when you really think about it too. So on top of needing this one for 940 rubles, we need 2 of them because this one also requires it. Same with this one, right? So it's an infinite like process. So when we get to like bar 7, right? This is about where it's going to stop is bar 7. We need to have, for an AK, we need AK-3 103. We need to have the AKM. For the AKM, we need one of these. One of these needs one of these. And one of these needs these. So that means just to get to this one here, or this one, or whatever one we're on, this one, I need to have one of these. But before I can even work on getting another one of these, I need another one of these. So essentially, if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the, or 5 to get to this gun, right? We need 5. That means we need 5 of these, 4 of these, 3 of these, 2 of these, and 1 of these. That's where it's going to be the death of me. And that's just one weapon type. There is, what, 5 different weapon types? Some I don't have access to now anyways. So, like, not a big deal. But it's going to be a grind and a half. And I want to feel the torture that new players are experiencing, or the players that are returning and doing new characters. Because the people that are just joining the game aren't going to actually see the effects like we have, right? So now we have to go do some stuff. We might as well grab all of our side missions that we can. Perfect. All right, so that's all done and fine and dandy. So now we can go out and actually go do some of the stuff we need to. So I think our main thing we need to do is hit every den that we possibly can, just to level up as well. Doing the quest will level us up quite a bit. We'll hit 5, no issue there. It's going to be the materials and money. Some of those guns before we even leave this zone, like I would like to prepare for when we get to the next zone to come back. Where are all my pigs? Okay, is this a piggy den? Oh, there it is. So I'd like to prepare before we go to the next zone, but I don't think that's feasible in all honesty, as much as I'd like it to be. So I think it'll be once we go to the next zone, we might have to go back and buy some more and farm some more. And that's just going to be part of the challenge. Trying to prepare for it is going to be hard. I also don't know how I'm going to break videos down. I don't know that I want to do all of zone 1 in one video. I don't have the time currently to edit a 3, 5, 6 hour long video without recording them in chunks. But this way, it's something that you guys can give input on, give your thoughts and feelings on it, and see how it is. What are you? Okay. Examine the hut. I've never done this quest yet. Okay. I don't know. Examine the hut. That was so much, and like I don't want to sit here and read them. All right, we got to go find some dog meat. So let's go head off that way to see where we can find some dog meat. We'll probably go hit Old Buddy, and we're just gonna run pretty much straight this way and get those done. Hit as many dens on the way as we can, and I think I want to focus leveling my actual zones more than anything else right out of the gate. Why is it I don't like these night vision at all. Anyways, we want to level up our zones first. I think that will make the most sense. So let's get into this dugout here. I don't remember what I'm doing here, if I have to murder somebody or not. Holy crap, I do have to murder somebody. That's fine. We'll examine the body. We're done there. That one's done. Good, great, grand. So we're gonna keep heading towards this way. Are you friendly? You're friendly. Good. Piggy den isn't quite what we're needing. That's back to boathouse. We don't want to go that way. We do want to find some dogs or mutts relatively quickly. All right, let's take down this piggy den here. I saw him walking for a second. We're gonna take some radioactive damage. All right. Oh, we do have a quest right here. Let's go do this one because it is legitimately right here. Oh my, Scared the crap out of me. Okay. I'm guessing there's a... Yeah, there's the downstairs. Okay, that's done. I don't mind those ones because they're just really simple and easy. So let's head this way. We'll go get, hopefully, a dog den somewhere. A lot of boars and piggies around, which I know we got to kill some boars anyways. So we'll probably go hit this piggy den that's You know what? That den is like right there. We do have a den right up here. Let's go take care of this den as well. Perfect. And then we have revenge for Acorn here. Oh my lord. I was not expecting that. I've never done this side quest. I was not expecting boars to just come out guns a-blazing on me. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Find Acorn's body. Search the corpse. We have his PDA. We're done there. Perfect. We have a bunch of dog meat there. Hopefully this is a friendly somewhere that I just beeped up. It is. Good. That's Boathouse. So we're actually going to cut left here and go on the monster's trail. What do we have here? A boar den. Looking at the map, we're actually up in this corner right here is a really good spot to farm. Let's see, we're getting a good bit of materials already for barter trades. I do need to get a lot more though. That's a rat nest. I could probably take that on. See if I can find these rats quick. And that's done. This gun is so bad. It's not actually that bad, but when you're killing multitude of monsters repeatedly, then it's bad, in my opinion. I don't feel like reloading it. Let's search these guys, because our biggest drawback, I think, with this challenge is truly just going to be money. Another boar den. We have enough ammo out that we can make... we should probably go do the stalker encampment as well, just for the drops from humanoids we will need at some point. I think it's more for armor on humanoids, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to handle this. I don't really want to die and have... Oh, someone finished that? Never mind. That solves that problem. Dying in this challenge in particular is going to be a massive setback if they take my bag and I have X amount of stuff that I need for craft. Ooh, hey, this popped. Like, that's going to be a huge, huge setback. Ruining the run setback, but if I farmed for an hour and haven't went and banked, which at the same time is on me, don't get me wrong, like, I get that. But, like, that's going to hurt. Because what you guys will probably end up seeing through editing is... You'll get to see me farming for like 5 minutes, clearing a den, or maybe we do a montage of it where it's just like ding, 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 ding. And then that's it. On my side, it's 4.5, 5 hours of just straight grinding. You know what I mean? Let's go do this stalker encampment over actually. I really shouldn't do the monster trail yet. I think, oh, maybe not. I don't remember which one it is. And that's that quest done. I don't know that I want to do a stalker encamp. You know what? Screw it. Let's go do it. Perfect. That one's done. Wasn't too bad. I think we will start heading back towards Boathouse because we are going to be very full here. I would like to get away from this side as much as possible at the moment. The gear that I have on and the weapon I'm shooting, I don't think is going to help win many battles. So let's head towards Boathouse. I should go drop off. I mean, I have 58 and a bunch of sellables. I feel like I should go drop that off. Let's go take care of this camp here for... Oh, this one's not always a fun one. That's fine. We can make this work. We got some green mold there. We'll take that. We have some better heals. Ooh, we should actually be looting these guys for their green mold, I suppose, if they have any. They didn't seem to, and that's all right. So let's keep heading towards boathouse here, and let's go depot before I end up dying with everything we have on us. We have a lot of green mold. Perfect. We did finish up another one there. We do have some piggies here. Let's get them running at us. Perfect. Boathouse is right there. What do we have on this side? Another piggy den. Let's go grab that piggy den. It's kind of over here. That's another piggy den. There's a good chance they're all combined, which makes taking them out a little bit easier. All right, let's go grab this den. Grab the rewards from this one. Go get these turned in. Hopefully that's not anyone coming to kill us. That would be great. Man, you really don't get XP drops in the southern zone anymore. Out of all those dens, I've gotten 3 XP, and those were off bodies. Those weren't even off camps, or like the dens that I'm taking on. That is absurd. So I think the first thing I want to go for is going to be a weapon. And when I say weapons, I think we're going to do assault rifles first to focus them. What do you want? Okay, he's done. Varg. And I think he's given us a little bit more quest lines here. Man, you know it's summer out, right? Mosquito's done. That one's done. We do have to talk to Saint again, so let's go talk to Saint. Perfect. He gives us more objectives here. Now that we've talked to all 3 of the suspects, now we go talk with Saint again. And it was Coxcomb. I was clicking too fast. Now we have to search his hut, but before we do that... Ooh, and now we have a secondary shotgun, which is massive. Excuse me. All right, we're better. All right, we have our fence here. That's not our fence. He's our fence, right? No. One of these guys is. There he is. Let's move junk over. We made 5 grand off that alone, which is kind of nice. Okay, let's look at... So I think for farming purposes, we're going to start with this gun. I thought we get one from a quest we do at some point. I don't remember which one when we get it, so I think we should start with this.
Go and do something different, because this idea is really bad.
And the reason I do that is if I get one of those for free, I know I need to buy more of them anyways, but I think we'll go this route. We'll have a shotgun with us. Whoa. Slow down, cowboy. Yeah, let's go search all of this stuff. We're going to start from left to right. Just because the last thing we can search is technically where the item is. And there we go. Go talk with Saint again before we leave the base. Now we need to go hunt down Coxcomb. So once we leave here, it'll be a bit before we actually move on. Perfect. All right. So let's cut hunting shrooms. Let's just head this way, I guess. We have a piggy den here. Let's see how well this gun works on piggies. I don't have the highest of hopes, but even if it's a little bit more damage. Actually, it's not too bad if I hit my headshots. I will say that. Ooh, sniper could also be a good option there. We're going to head straight for the crumbly shroom. I don't know that I'll be using... We'll probably use this out on this farm, and then we're going to get rid of it, I think. We should technically probably... Yeah, we're going to run straight across because we haven't done much farming yet, and I don't want to go to that place after we've done farming, considering we don't have any decent gear. Ooh, but we do have a quest that is literally like right here. So let's grab this one while we're here. There's some camps and stuff around that it looks like, so we might have to do those ones quickly. Yeah, this gun is not great. But we do want their swamp stone, so that works out. There's still 5 enemies over there. Holy moly. All right, well, we cleared out some of them. There's the rest of them. Ooh, a nade's kind of a nice find, though. All right, so we got our shroom done. That's perfect. Now we can head back towards our one. I think it's hunting couriers. That is this far away over here. I think that's one we need to do. We need their materials, so... But we will happily take their swamp stone. I mean, we got a lot of swamp stone already, and that's kind of massive because getting that stuff in the beginning sucks. Someone is doing that camp over there. Worries me a little bit. How many on that military checkpoint? Not super knowing. Mutt den here. I love the way they flip like that. Just shotguns that actually kill mutts really well. Ooh, we aren't even gonna mess around with that. Let's transform that. I feel like he should be here, but he's not. So do I have to find him? I'm gonna be honest with you. I have no idea what I'm even looking for here. Whoa. He hurts. Okay. That one's done. Perfect. Let's go. Where are we at on the map? We are far in enemy territory, so we're gonna go hit the laboratory. And we're probably going to hug left to head that way. Now, what do we have over here? We have a boar den. Let's go do this boar den. Then we go back. I think we're going to get one of the AKs going and just run an AK. They do a little bit more damage and they're faster firing rate and just easier to use and navigate the terrain with. Then I should probably focus in armor sooner than later of some sort. Depending on what route I want to go. Just so we have more carry weight, a little more protection. It'll probably be a combo suit that I'll focus first. Where are the rest of my rats at? There's one. Here, buddy, buddy, buddy. Thank you. Perfect. Problem with doing these camps, so like the actual enemies in the camps don't drop anything besides ammo and some supplies, not the barter material we're looking for. So now we're not, I don't know that we're gonna mess with that one. I'm probably gonna have to though, unfortunately. As long as no one's around here at the moment, it'll be okay. So let's and she did. Perfect. All right. Now we can head back towards the laboratory. So we've been working for this whole time. There is a shootout on it though. I feel like you never get to get this much swamp stone. It was always green mold that you got more of, but now it seems like swamp stone you get a lot more and green mold a lot less. And I wonder if that's just truly the amount of different dens that are here. This is going to be fun with what I have. Oh, this is actually going to be a cakewalk. Never mind. All right, so that's done. Where's our next task? The stash. So let's head that way. Because it's under the bridge. So yes, we should be good there. Taking rads, but that's okay. And now we can head back towards Boathouse and Hot Pursuit to do that one. Helping the allies, I'm not as focused on. Let's go do this Mutt Den though. Because right now we are falling behind on green mold pretty heavily. Also, with this challenge, I will not be funding anything from my main account. The only thing that would make the most sense is a money or any of the like transformation materials that I already have set aside, because I know I have a lot of them when it comes to like burning crapite and stuff like that. So I don't want to, I want to make it so I have to do everything within this character alone. So sending money would defeat the purpose and break the challenge in my opinion. As well as, how'd that not kill you? Come here. As well as sending over those materials also breaks my, what kind of farming I'll have to do. So I feel like those two things are key importance of the challenge and needs to stick within this character. All right, as we're on our way to our next pursuit, there is a piggy den or piggy den literally right next door to it. So we're gonna go do that one and get that done. Keep grinding up that material and levels within the area. Get our base leveled up. We are getting some decent season XP from it at least, so there's that, which is kind of nice. And can't argue about that. All right, so he's dead. Are you friendlies? You guys are friendlies. So what do we have left to do out in the open world? Anything? Or is it all... Looks like it's time to head back, but if you noticed, look at this map here. Look at all of these dens here. So that we're gonna go hit that from top down. Someone is on that one. That's okay. Unless it's an enemy, then it's not okay. But we're gonna go all the way up to here and work our way back down, I believe. Don't kill my boars, man. I need these. I feel like they do less damage down here now, though, which is really nice. Because before, I feel like they used to do a lot of damage to you. This guy's aggroing so many things. Or whoever was down here. All right, man. Rude. But we can set aside our M16 because we do have one of them made. So that's really nice. We need to prepare to get a second assault rifle on that tree before we leave. I wish I had the time to sit down and do the math of everything we're going to need, but I'm going to be real honest with you. I ain't messing with that. Better kill that pig, dude. I got things to do. Never mind, I'll take care of it myself. Hey, that was a weekly challenge for us, though. So we'll take that. All right, let's go head back to Boathouse and see what we can get crafted here. The first episode's probably going to be ending here soon. I want to keep these at about 40 minutes. You guys let me know what you want to see more of, if you want to see more of the actual farming or me just crafting the weapons and like small highlights that happen throughout it as I'm running around. Or let me know down in the comments if you guys truly want to actually have this series continue. I am enjoying it, but it's going to get to a point that I am going to want to go nuts. And it's going to drag on at some point for me. So if you guys are wanting to watch it, please let me know down in the comments. I will continue this series as long as you guys are enjoying it and I'm having fun as well. So let's get these all turned in. Now we got to go get a blue truffle for that one. That's dealing with the gravedigger. Let him know that those are all done. Now we need to talk with Shaman. Now we have our actual big shotgun. So let's get our weapons tab set up. So SMGs, assault rifle, or SMGs, shotguns, and pistols will go in here. What is this thing? Courier map. Okay, well, I can do that. That's easy. Barter material. We're sitting pretty good on barter materials already, which is super nice. I can't lie. But I think we should get our first armor going here. Just because that's going to help a lot. Shelf 2, let's do our ammo. And break up some of that stuff. I will clean the stash up at some point later and not make you guys struggle through that with me. But let's take a look. I know we get... See, that's the hard part is we get one of these. We're going to need another one anyways. So let's just do it this way. Let's bump up. We'll go to the trade here. I wish it would just pull it from our inventory so we wouldn't have to do this, but there's worse things in the world, I suppose. So let's grab this gun because we'll get a free one of that other one. So that would make sense. So then we can do this. Tab 8 will be assault rifles, meaning we can get rid of our ammo packs here for these. And now we need some 545, which... I don't know how we got SBP for it, but that's fine. And Get that collected. I don't have a courier yet. Let's grab our rewards there. Yep, we have all of this, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that. Let's make sure we grab our season task for this, because that'll help level our battle pass a little bit. I will probably buy crates with the... when it comes to the shop, we'll probably buy cases here and see what we can pull. If I truly get something great, it'll probably go to my main account, like if we pull a CD4. But if I pull something like this, we'll just be able to use it within this character. But that's the only thing I'm going to allow when it comes to that stuff. Let's go. So now it's talking with Shaman, and we have to kill off those guys, the blue truffles, and then deal with the grave digger. We still don't have our IOU letter yet, which I find interesting, but I don't remember when we get that anyways. But now that we have this, oh, we're going to look at an armor. That's right. Let's go peek at armor and see which ones we need to get here. So I said I wanted to go a combo. We can technically go all the way up to here, and I think dealing with as much as we're doing a Houndmaster would make the most sense. So we have to buy this, and then we need to go to trade you. Let's go here, and we're gonna run a Houndmaster. So, and then I have to make sure before we leave this zone, I think I'll just kind of take my time and get one of each items that I want to use for now. But before we leave the zone, we need to make sure we go back and grab everything. We got to make sure we have it all before I can leave, so we don't mess up and forget. But now we have more carry weight, stamina. We don't have we only have 10 radiation, but that's better than nothing. Stamina is a big one, plus the laceration. And I think that is where we're going to end this episode for now. So I hope you guys will enjoy this series. I thought it'd be fun. Zone lock me in, make sure I complete 100% of everything that I can and collect everything. I originally wanted the name Mr. Collector, but naturally that was taken. So zone locked it is. So until next time, guys, you guys stay frosty. We'll see you in the next one.